I so laughed out loud today. I had a good laugh when a client said to me, "Oh, I thought it's free." Guess what the client thought was free? He actually wanted a document for his company, a document from CAC. So what happened? He lost it. He has had it before, but lost it and wanted another one to be printed out. So he thought, oh, when I call, it will just be printed out. And I feel I should share and a couple of other things I want to talk about in this video, which many people may be thinking about. Many people may be having this perception, and I want to correct that. First of all, we have two sections when you want to do anything with the CAC. You have the pre-incorporation section. You have the post-incorporation section. I want you to understand the two. But before then, why do people actually think that certain things are done for free? Why? You think CAC is joking? For people that have been following this channel for a long time now, we've talked about companies, registration of companies, and you should be familiar with that name, CAC, the Corporate Affairs Commission. If you're not a Nigerian, Corporate Affairs Commission. If you're not a Nigerian and you have interest in doing business in Nigeria, this may concern you, because there is no way you can do any business in Nigeria without registering with the CAC. In fact, as a foreigner who is even coming into Nigeria to carry on with any business, you have to register with the CAC. And not only CAC, there are other bodies that you have to register with before you can be given the license to carry out your business in Nigeria. One day I will talk about some of those government establishments apart from CAC for foreigners who intend. I know there are foreigners who intend to come and do business here in Nigeria. So Corporate Affairs Commission is that body that is responsible for regulating all companies' activities, supervising all the activities, ensuring that any company that comes into Nigeria, or anyone in Nigeria who wants to establish a company, registers with them. So they regulate all affairs of companies and both non-governmental organizations. So any non-governmental organization, you still register with the CAC. They still supervise every activity of those organizations. So that is that for CAC. That is not the purpose of this video. The purpose of this video is to let you know that when you have registered your company and some document has been printed and given to you, you have maximum of 7 days to print out your documents. After 7 days, any other document, any of those documents, maybe you lost it or something happened, and or your phone damaged and you cannot lay hands on it and you need it, any other document that you need, you are going to pay money to print out. Yes, that's number one. Number two, you want to correct anything, even if you made a mistake when typing something like Nigeria, you did not put, I don't know how, I'm just using Nigeria as an example because there is no way you would want to type that kind of a word that the system will not suggest the correct spelling for you. But any other thing, maybe an address, you missed an alphabet and you want to come and correct it again, you are going to pay money. It is immaterial whether you have done it before, you pay money. Yes, CAC is not joking. So when a lawyer is telling you, or any agent that is handling that for you tells you have to pay. You have to pay. Yes, you have to pay. Because the way the client was arguing, I said, okay, let's just assume that CAC is not charging. Is the person that is supposed to do that for you doing it for free? Like, is it not data that the person is using? Because I don't understand. I don't understand. You have to pay. So now, I had already mentioned post-incorporation and pre-incorporation. Let me explain the difference between the two. You see, pre-incorporation has to do with new registration. Everything that is new. You're just starting a company. That's the site that you go to work on. And when it has to do with post simply means, post-incorporation simply means the company has already been registered and there is something you want to alter. Okay, it is either you want to alter something, you want to make corrections, or you want to file your returns. Anything you want to do after your registration, you're doing it on the post-incorporation section, and it is not for free. The fact that you have already registered your company does not mean that anything you want to go and do in the post-incorporation section is for free. It is not for free. Please understand that we don't just collect your money, we use it to work. Some of the things that you can do in the post-incorporation section includes filing of annual returns, changing of directors. Maybe you want to change your director, increase in share capital, correction of name, reallotment of shares, application for CTC. That is if you want to, like, what this my client wanted to do. What is my client wanted to do? He actually wanted the MEMAT of his organization. So all those things are done in the post-incorporation section. Both pre-incorporation and post-incorporation, an individual can do all those things, but you need to understand that there is a difference between when an accredited agent is doing some of these things. Because a couple of times I've had individuals, clients, should I even call them clients? I don't know. Let me just call them clients. Reach out to you and say, oh, I started this thing, I cannot finish. I want you to come and complete it for me. And they have already complicated issues. I've said it countless times. Let's always try to leave certain jobs for people who can do them. Apart from lawyers, there are non-lawyers who are accredited agents with the CAC. Leave the job for them. Stop compounding issues. And if you want to do it, fine. Because some of you don't want to pay money. You will pay. There is no way you will not pay. You have to pay. If we come to you, you charge us. So if you also come to us, we will also charge you. Jokes aside, let's learn to leave things for professionals. If you see a professional that wants to handle something for you, leave it for the person. And some of these things, the money is not as if it's so much, but you argue and argue and argue. Do not forget, if you're seeing this video and you're a business owner, you've not filed your annual returns, go and file your annual returns. Go and file your annual returns. Now, let me tell you this, the fate of people who don't file their annual returns. You know what? Sometimes they end up losing the company. Let me tell you how they end up losing the company. If they have accumulated years that they have not filed, what happens is that if they have accumulated years that they have not filed their returns, what happens is that their company will or may be delisted. And when the company is delisted, They have to come and still file the return. So imagine somebody that has not filed for 10 years. You still come and file for 10 years, pay penalty on top. And do you know where I used to laugh out loud the most? For people who have business names. Because the penalty that you are paying for annual returns is more than the annual returns itself. So you have to go and pay. If you really still need that company, you have to go and pay. Then you have to go and see a lawyer that will apply for relisting in court for you. So sometimes when people look at this route, they are like, I cannot go through it, or the money that is involved is too much. And let me just open a new company. They've lost the company already. They lose the company. So I'm reminding you again, it's not just about registering your business. Try and be filing your annual returns. Then for you that has refused to register your business, you're still running your business like that, don't worry. Every day for the thief, one day for the honor. There will be a day you want to go and register, somebody else has hijacked your name already. I hope this video helps you. Please do the necessary. Thank you so much for watching. See you in our next video.